Hey everybody, Sean here, and I hope you're doing well. Unfortunately, you read that title correctly, so let's jump right in. And special thanks to Valerie McKenna for sharing.
Yeah, because the vision I'm about to give you, it might get nasty.
And now we'll look at the more in-context version and comment on this after.
So the reason why God's gonna allow the demotion, the reason why, nobody wants to hear that word. The reason why God's going to allow them to walk out of your life, the reason why is because he has to make sure you have a heart to handle the miracle. He leads him outside, and watch how good God is. He doesn't embarrass this man because he doesn't spit on him in front of everybody. Y'all don't be, y'all don't read, that's the same Bible, we reading the same Bible, right? He takes him out. You thought when God separates you, it was a punishment, but it was really protection. The reason he took him out of the village, thank you, Holy Spirit, was because the work that he was about to do, others would misinterpret it. So he had to get him outside of what was comfortable, so that the level of submission and humility that was about to be, he wasn't going to not spit on him, but he just didn't do it in front of everybody because he didn't want their reputation or his reputation to be tarnished by what he had to go through to receive the miracle. Jesus said, "You good, brother?" Now watch. He can't see, but he can hear. And this is the moment where many of us are in, is that God is doing something and we hear him changing. We hear him even in your prayer. And in this time, he's changing something and you don't see it clearly yet, but you hear. And this is where most people would not face Jesus anymore. What most people would do is turn away. What I'm telling you is just as he's physically standing here, knowing what's coming, God's saying, can you physically and spiritually and emotionally be able to stand when getting the vision or receiving it might get nasty? I'm gonna say it in a point just like that. Receiving vision from God might get nasty. You mean, God, I just bought, in crazy faith, I just bought my dream car. And now you're gonna ask me to sell it back and ride in the hoopty again? Yeah, because the vision I'm about to give you, it might get nasty. And do you hear and see the responses of the people? What I'm telling you is how you just reacted is how the people in your life will react when God is doing what it takes for the miracle. What are you saying? This man was blind, and what he was trying to do with this man is give him his DNA. What I just did was take, do y'all know how they prove if somebody's related to each other? Is they get a swab of their saliva, because the DNA on the inside of this person can tell me if these two people are, in fact, related. God said for me to change your situation that is blurry and unclear, I've got to put my DNA on your situation, on your 2022, on your plans. And literally, watch this, watch this, watch this, watch this. He's blind. And so many of you right now are so bothered. Like literally, some of y'all can't even look. How many of y'all can't even look right now?
If you listen to the sermon, as with all false teachers, Michael Todd says some true and accurate things. But this clip isn't even about false teaching. It's about the absolute lack of respect Michael is showing to another human being by doing such a disgusting thing to someone on stage. There is no reason for him to do this to make his point. This arrogant man seemed to take great pride in sucking up a good-sized loogie to wipe on this guy's face. And while Michael wipes his hands, the other guy stands there with it dripping off his face while Michael makes his points. If my pastor ever did that to someone, I'd be so out of that church and would have no problem standing up, publicly rebuking him in front of everyone. I hope most of you would feel the same. But if you're going to stick up for Michael Todd, then you got to give yourself a checkup from the neck up and see what's wrong with your thinking, because there's lines in the sand that should never be crossed, and this was one of them. Folks, there's nothing more to say but to avoid any preacher that would publicly treat someone like this. We'll leave it here for today, but leave your thoughts and comments below, and until next time, take care and God bless.